Cedar Police, this is Lynette. How may I help you?
Hi, I just witnessed a couple of cars crash in front of Cedar Park High School on 2150 Cypress Creek Road.
Can you repeat the location for me?
2150 Cypress Creek Road in front of Cedar Park High School. It seems bad.
What's your phone number?
You're fast. 512-555-8962.
Repeat that for verification?
Okay, the location?
No, repeat your phone number to make sure I have it correct.
555-512 first. 8962.
What's your name?
My name is Christine Paris.
Christine, tell me exactly what happened.
I was driving by on my way to the ACC campus and I saw two cars crash head-on in front of the Cedar Park High School.
Are you at the location now?
2150 Cypress Creek Road at the Cedar Park High School. It was bad.
I understand where it is, Christine. Are you at that location now?
No, I'm not at the location.
Okay.
Good morning, Cedar Park High School. I'm Heather Gossi.
And I'm JP Reuter. Today is Thursday, March 9th.
We begin this morning with breaking news. 2 Cedar Park students are dead after a crash early this morning, and at least 4 others were injured and rushed to Cedar Park Regional Medical Center in serious condition.
The crash happened in the 2100 block Anderson Mill Road around 7:15 this morning. We go live to reporter Jessica Mick with more on the scene. Jessica, what do you see?
JP, Heather, as you can see, the scene is still very active behind me. First responders have been cutting a passenger out of the car, and also Starflight has just arrived. First responders have been working for hours to clean up this mess, and they tell me that all factors lead to drunk driving as the cause of this wreck.
So it's early in the investigation, but what we have right now is the Ford Ranger hit head-on with the Honda Accord at the scene of the accident. The passenger of the Ford Ranger was pronounced dead at the scene, as well as the driver of the Honda Accord was pronounced dead at the scene. The one passenger from the Honda was transported to the hospital by Starflight. We don't know the condition of that patient right now. Our investigation is telling us right now that this accident was caused by a drunk driver.
First responders spent more than an hour on scene treating victims and cleaning up the crash. Police have not confirmed an arrest or if any charges will be filed. However, one male was seen being taken away in handcuffs. The names of those killed are being withheld until their families are notified. But we do know that all that were involved were current students here at Cedar Park High. We will keep you updated as more information comes out. Live in front of Cedar Park High School, I'm Jessica Mick.
Thanks, Jessica. We also do want to share with you this statement Leander ISD sent out moments ago. It says, "The thoughts and prayers of the entire Leander ISD community go out to the families of those lost in this morning's crash. While the district can confirm those involved were students, privacy laws prevent us from releasing names. Grief counselors will be available at CPHS all week for both students and staff."
The students are planning a candlelight vigil tonight to honor the students who were killed. We'll continue to bring the latest information as it develops on the Wolfcast and on our Twitter at CPHS News.
just disrespectful. That's awesome. I should have worn regular shoes.
Good morning, Cedar Park High School. I'm Heather Gossi.
And I'm JP Reuter. Today is Friday, March 10th.
The Cedar Park community is still in shock after 3 students were killed and 2 others injured in a crash early yesterday before school.
This morning, we now know the names of the victims and injured. We've also been told 1 student has been taken into police custody.
CPHS News reporter Jessica Mick joins us now.
Heather, JP, it's been just over 24 hours since the crash, and a makeshift memorial has already been started at Cedar Park High School for juniors Kira Martinez, Morgan Randall, and Jackson Hearn. The student police believe driving the car that caused this crash, Luke Williamson, has been taken into custody for further questioning.
We had 2 vehicles involved in this crash. We had 2 teenagers that died on the scene of traumatic injuries. We transported 1 patient by Starflight with severe traumatic injuries to the face and arms, and they transported another patient with multiple broken bones in the other vehicle. They're in critical condition right now. I don't know the status at this point.
Randall was transported to Cedar Park Regional Medical Center, where she later died. And from what we've been told, Maddie Meyer and Natalia Esparza are still recovering. Many students at Cedar Park are understandably shaken by this tragedy. I spoke with some of them this morning.
There's a lot that I'm going to miss about Kira. She was a great person, and she really loved God, and it's really sad that this had to happen to not only her, but to everybody. I sat across from Kira in chemistry, and not only was she just constantly happy and always willing to help others, she was incredibly smart, and I'm just going to miss her a lot.
In regards to Luke Williamson, police believe he may have been drinking and driving. We will keep you updated as details come in. Live in front of Cedar Park High School, I'm Jessica Mick.
Wow, a lot of developments and emotion there. Thanks, Jessica.
As she said, we will continue to bring you the latest on this awful event. You can follow us on our Twitter at CPHS News for the more recent details.
Kira. I sat across from Kira in chemistry, and not only was she just constantly happy and always willing to help others, she was incredibly smart, and I'm just going to miss her a lot.
So, what will I miss about Jackson? The sassiness. He was a great guy, he's funny, and the community and all these people are really going to miss him. So. It's still a tragedy, and it's devastating. So.
Good morning, Cedar Park High School. I'm Heather Gossi.
And I'm JP Reuter. Today is Monday, March 13th.
18-year-old Luke Williamson, a senior at CPHS, has officially been arrested for causing the crash Thursday that killed 2 students and left 3 others injured.
Williamson is now behind bars and is facing 3 counts of intoxication manslaughter and driving while under the influence, among other charges.
Jessica Mick joins us again from outside the Cedar Park Police Department. Jessica?
Thanks, Heather. Thanks, JP. CPHS News has exclusively obtained video and photo evidence showing Williamson drinking and appearing drunk hours before the crash. Snapshots and photos from Williamson's Finsta we obtained show Williamson at what appears to be a party starting sometime around 11 p.m. Thursday night. Hours later, around 3 a.m., another snap shows Williamson chugging alcohol. This Instagram video, posted just after midnight, shows Williamson passing out what seems to be several shots of liquor. We recovered a video of Williamson at what appears to be towards the end of the party, falling over, appearing drunk. I spoke to a friend of Williamson's who shared the post with us and was at the party with him.
It really never was supposed to come to this. We were just having a good time. Before we knew it, someone decided to grab some of their parents' drinks from the fridge, and then I guess we just got caught up in the moment. Music was going, people were taking shots, Luke was mixing drinks. We were just trying to unwind. By the end of the night, I could tell Luke was gone. I tried to stop him and Kira from leaving, but he just wouldn't listen.
Obviously, there's still a lot of questions left unanswered here. This is truly a devastating story, not only for those involved, but the entire community of Cedar Park. Live outside the Cedar Park Police Department with CPHS News, I'm Jessica Mick.
Williamson is currently being held on a $100,000 bond.
His court date is expected to be sometime in August. The student responsible for supplying the alcohol is also facing charges. We will be reporting on any updates as they surface.
It's like soy. Wait. I'm gonna like take one and then like.
You won't chug. You won't. You won't.
Good morning, Cedar Park High School. I'm Heather Gossi.
And I'm JP Reuter. Today is Tuesday, March 14th.
Thousands of students paid their respects at a joint funeral held for the 3 Cedar Park students killed in a crash earlier this week.
CPHS News reporter Jessica Mick, who has been covering this story since the beginning, was there. Jessica?
Heather, JP, this was the last memorial held for Cedar Park students Jackson Hearn, Kira Martinez, and Morgan Randall after the fatal crash Thursday morning. Hundreds gathered this morning to honor their lives and reflect on them. Father of Jackson Hearn, Jeff Hearn, spoke about Jackson and his youth in his eulogy.
Losing anyone under such tragic and unexpected circumstances is one of life's most difficult challenges. We all must make the commitment to not drink and drive. Our gathering today is a direct result of that, and whether it is alcohol or drugs causing impairment behind the wheel, or even the use of electronic devices causing distracted driving, what we see today is the most tragic example of what can happen.
Wendy Martinez is the parent of Kira, one of the teenagers killed in the crash. Following the memorial, she spoke out against drinking and driving and the damage it's caused not only for her family, but several others in the community.
I think most of all, it gave me and my family closure, which is something that we needed. I'm confident that she will definitely be remembered. She's going to leave a lasting impression, I hope, on the community, and we can all learn from the tragic event. So I hope that her death was not in vain. But yeah, it was rough. I don't think I ever wanted to dream about having to bury my child, and so that part was something that I don't think anybody can ever prepare for.
Wendy Martinez went on to say that if it wasn't for drinking and driving, these 3 students would be preparing to turn a new chapter in their life and applying to four-year colleges. Live with the story, I'm Jessica Mick. Back to y'all.
An all-around tragedy. Thank you, Jess.
Truly awful. And the worst part is, it seems like it could have all been avoided.
Absolutely. Again, police have arrested Luke Williamson for causing the wreck, and he's been charged with 3 counts of intoxicated vehicular manslaughter and driving while under the influence.
That's all we have for today. To find out more about this tragic story, you can head over to our Twitter at CPHS News for the latest up-to-date information. With CPHS News, I'm Heather Gossi.
And I'm JP Reuter. Thanks for watching. Where are you right now?
We were driving to school.
Let me see this finger.
It's gonna be okay.
Maddie.
The car just came out of nowhere.
Maddie, I think Jackson's dead. Where's Morgan?
Cedar Park, this is Wilco Medic 7. I will see you in approximately 10 minutes. I have a 17-year-old female involved in a high-speed MVC with ejection. Four?
What's your name?
So this is Natalia. She's 17 years old.
injuries were devastating. We did everything we could.
Good morning, Cedar Park High School. I'm Heather Gossi.
And I'm JP Reuter. Today is Monday, August 28th.
60 years with no chance for parole. That's how long Luke Williamson has been sentenced for causing the crash that killed 3 Cedar Park students back in March.
CPHS News' Jessica Mick got insight on Williamson's official charges and sentencing and what happened during the investigation and trial.
She joins us live from the Williamson County Courthouse.
Thanks, JP and Heather. It was a long day in the courtroom filled with emotions on both sides. Williamson pled guilty for driving drunk and 3 counts of intoxication manslaughter. The jury only deliberated for about an hour before finding Williamson guilty on all counts. Williamson was facing the death sentence, which the prosecution was pushing for, but Judge Stout landed on the 60-year sentence. Mother of Morgan Randall, one of the students injured, testified during the trial and says the sentencing was bittersweet.
Well, you know, the thing is, the tragedy is that not just 3 lives, but 4 lives have been lost today. And even though, you know, this the sentence has to happen, it's not something you wish on anybody. You know, the thing is that forever, there will always be a hole in every picture that we have, in every family meal that we have, in every celebration that we have. There will always be a hole where Morgan would have been, and in those pictures people won't be able to see it, but we'll know it's there. Her sister will know it's there. Her father and I will know it's there, and all of her friends will know that hole is there.
It was definitely an emotional trial throughout for many, including Williamson's own mother. So, what do you think about today's sentencing?
I think it was just. I'm really sad. I think it's a waste of a lot of potential. I think Luke is just an amazing human being and has a lot to offer, and that makes me really sad. But, you know, choices have consequences, and you don't get to undo the consequences. So he made a really bad choice, and now he lives with the consequences, and other people live with it too. And so I'm just really sad. But
what do you think about your son's actions?
This does not define him. This is not his identity. He just made a bad choice, and so it will impact the rest of his life. But I stand behind him. I'll always love him. And I'll always support him. So we'll just pick up and move on from here with life. And unfortunately, there are 3 other parents who can't say that about their children. So,
do you think today's sentencing was fair?
Yeah, it was just. Yeah, it was. I can never give back those lives to those parents, and so it's just really sad.
From many I spoke with today, they say they're just glad it's over and are ready to move on. Family and friends say they hope to focus on positive memories now. Reporting live outside the Williamson County Annex, I'm Jessica Mick.
Thanks for all your reporting on this story, Jessica.
Next week, Cedar Park Student Council is planning to plant a tree in the school's courtyard to honor the students.
Under such tragic and unexpected circumstances is one of life's most difficult challenges. It certainly is for me, Jackson's mother Barbara, his brother Brent.
While it's already been 1 year since tragedy struck Cedar Park High School, the memories of it are still fresh in the minds of many. The devastating crash resulted in the death of 3 of our own students, juniors Jackson Hearn, Morgan Randall, and Kira Martinez, who were on track to graduate this spring. College applications, senior pranks, and graduation are just a few of the things these 3 never got the chance to experience for themselves. I sat down with Luke Williamson, the teen convicted of causing the wreck as a result of drunk driving. He reflected on that fatal morning and what he was thinking in the moments leading up to the wreck. He also opens up on his regrets and what he plans to do with his life when his sentence is up. It's been 1 year, you've been in jail for a year, you've had a lot of time to think after everything that happened. What have you been thinking about?
Just regret. I'm so sad. Anytime I think about my decision and how it's impacted so many people, I can't even begin to imagine how many people have been affected. And I regret so much what I did.
What happened that night? What really happened?
I don't even remember. I just remember there was drinks, lots of drinks, and then I woke up on Mandy's front lawn and was on the way to school, I think. I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
Was it worth it? Was the partying and the drinking?
No, I'd never done anything like it before, and I guess I just got carried away. But no, I mean, just thinking about all the people that I've impacted, I regret my decision so much.
But you know, people are going to say, sorry's not enough. There's still 3 students that are dead, 3 high school students that didn't get to walk the stage at graduation.
I know that I can't take back what I did, and I know that sorry might not be enough, but at this point, it's all that I have to offer.
What would you say to the families of those lost?
That I'm sorry, that I wish I'd never done it, that I wish their children were still alive and with them, and on to bigger and better things.
Let's talk about Kira Martinez.
She was one of my friends in high school, and I'm so devastated that her life had to end this way. I'm just so upset that I'm the one who caused it, too.
Yeah, she was going to be a senior, she was an honor roll student, a sister, a friend, your friend.
Yeah.
Should you get a second chance?
No. I think in a lot of ways, me spending time in prison is going to be the only way that I can even begin to repay the families for what I've done to them and their children.
Do you really believe that?
Yes.
You're sentenced to 60 years. 60 years in prison.
I mean, if the judge thought that that's what I deserved, then I think I deserve that.
Let's take a look at the mugshot from the night of the crash. Is this who you are?
No. This is me after a terrible decision that I shouldn't have made.
What would you say to teenage drinkers now?
To stop doing it. There's a reason why laws exist, and we should follow them. You know, you're not exempt from laws just because you want to have a good time or party with your friends. And that, just to kind of communicate that you'll regret it so much if something does ever happen, because I know I have, and I know that there are people like me, and just realizing that perspective, that there's ramifications to your actions, and that you should never do something like drink and drive because it can affect so many people in such a devastating way.
Yeah. It was clear in our interview that memories of the crash bring up strong emotion from Luke Williamson, especially when he tries to express his remorse in remembrance of the 1-year anniversary since this tragedy. Tonight, Cedar Park High School opens its doors for the community to water the tree planted in tribute for the lost lives of Jackson Hearn, Morgan Randall, and Kira Martinez. We hope this interview has created a conversation in your classrooms about the dangers of drunk driving and the consequences that can follow. We'd love to know your thoughts on social media at CPHS News, and you can watch the full story on our website at cphswolfpack.com. For all of us at CPHS News, I'm Jessica Mick. We'll see you during DEN.